Well, good evening and welcome back, National Soccer League fans, to your match of the day. It is the oldest stadium in the league, Forest Park Stadium, here, the home of the Thunderbirds, who are looking to make it 3 wins in 3 in week 3 here as the Charioteers come to visit their first road game of the season with a winless start to the season, 0-2 so far. So, all eyes on the favorites here, the Thunderbirds. It could be a bloodbath against their formerly impressive division rivals who have really fallen off in recent times. Pace Conrad, a player to watch. And really, it is anyone in that front 5 to 7 players that is as likely as anyone. Eulogy Prestes on your screen as well there, who scored a worldie last week against the Scouts to send it to extra time and penalties, which was a thrilling shootout. It went nearly the entire way around the lineups in the penalty kicks. And the Thunderbirds eventually prevailing after Ion Groenland-Danu made 3 saves. Ooh, Andreas Rader, a little bit of a slap on the face there of Ian Eichelman. Maybe they're old friends, who can say. Sarah Toby not off the mark with his new club, scoring the first goal for his side last week as the Thunderbirds fans look on here for their second home match of the season. Here is their starting 11. No changes once again. They are fully fit and fully firing, ready to take on this porous Charioteers defense that has conceded 6 goals in their first 2 games. Perkins, Prestes, and Powers looking to get going here, along with Sarah Toby, McCartney, and Conrad on the wings. Let's look at the Charioteers. Still no Abel Radsteka, injured in week 1, and is expected to be back sooner rather than later, but is not fit to go for today. So, sweeping changes for the team. Aki Moyman, the first-round selection from the Charioteers in this year's draft. The left back is starting today. Blake Davis moves into a central defensive role, and taking the place of Seth Widener. Souza in the midfield with Marco Jimenez ahead of him, and it's Fernandez and Foster Trader up front. Ready to kick off here in our match of the day on this Friday night under the lights for the first time this season. The Thunderbirds get it rolling here. We mentioned the supremacy of the Thunderbirds, relatively speaking, in recent terms, have had the upper hand. It was a thriller when these two teams met in week 1 last season. A 5-4 win for the Charioteers. Courtesy of Brandon Maynard scoring 2 goals, but he is gone now, of course, onto the Golden Horde. Speaking of new players here, Sarah Toby trying to link up with Powers. Davis, a bit of a clumsy coming together, but he's got the ball. Kennedy, line to Juan Fernandez, who's yet to score this season. A slow start for sophomore striker from Spain. Here's Kennedy. Giant touch inside. Here he goes. Gave it away. That was really poor from Kennedy, and now Souza has some sweeping up to do. Fernandez gets in the way. Has it back from Gilberto Souza, the new acquisition, to replace Maynard. Nice ball from Neumann. Austin Trader. Gallagher on the turn. Good save from Groenland-Danu. Charioteers, surprisingly enough, with the first shot of the match. A good save in the net from the former Charioteer, Ion Groenland-Danu, who really has come into his own here with this Thunderbirds team. Got them all the way to the Soccer Bowl championship last season, only to be defeated in golden goal extra time by Miguel Caero, the Pioneers. Impressive player. He's been a real difference maker between the sticks for the Thunderbirds. Gallagher's corner is short, and McCartney able to get a piece of it. And they're trying to bring it back in. Goes back to Kennedy. Gallagher. Fernandez. Juan Fernandez strikes the post. Good effort. And just unlucky for the Charioteers. Fernandez nearly with his first of the season. And a fiercely struck shot. Cannons off the woodwork. Now here come the Thunderbirds on the counter-attack with Bradley Perkins trying to give the home fans something to cheer about. Here's McCartney. In the box he goes. Forced wide by Gallagher. Circling around for Perkins. Strong in the challenge. It's McCartney again. Sarah Toby on the turn. Sarah Toby, Powers going for the chip. Oh, he's done it! Calamitous goalkeeping from Eichelman once again. And Powers with his first of the season in fine fashion here. He wondered when he'd get running. Andrew Hearn closing down on his goal record. And this is just what he needed. Sarah Toby to Powers, just what the Springfield special fans want to see. And Powers, with the deftest of touches, catches Eichelman off guard. And coolly done into the back of the net. Could say maybe against the run of play. Charioteers with a couple chances. Early stages there. They go unpunished. They strike the post, and now they concede. And the Thunderbirds in the lead as we expected in this one. Whoa, Jimenez pushed off the ball there. Trader trying to hold it up for Gilberto Souza. In the middle with Marco Jimenez. Souza has it again. Jimenez checking away. To Agim Neumann. See what the rookie can do here. Pushes it off to Souza. Concentrator trying to hold it up. Fernandez. Concentrator on the turn. Back to Jimenez. Souza. Jimenez on the ball here. Wide it goes to Gallagher. Nice return ball. Gallagher looking in the middle, and he was offside. And the ball was behind Fernandez anyway. It wouldn't have counted. It's very, I mean, he looks onside there from all intents and purposes, maybe just leaning forward, but again, the lines there that are being drawn are nowhere near accurate. It's not a unique to the Charioteers situation. That has been across the board. Those field lines have just not been really where they need to be. Is Xavier Washington, ex-captain of the Thunderbirds, and here is the captain fantastic, Isaac Powers. The season he had entering his 12th season in the National Soccer League, hitting the 20-goal mark, and he's got one here today. Now it's a nice ball for Pace Conrad, who can deliver a trademark cross. Turns his man outside, might look for a corner here, dribbling up to Powers instead, who has been shown inside by Neumann. Trying to defend Powers. It's a tough task, and Raider, was it off the arm? Referee says no, and Powers carries it across the goal line for a goal kick. Real let off for the Charioteers. We get another look at the finish here. Eichelman sets his feet too early, and then he can't unfreeze himself, stunned by the cheek of Powers there. I'm going to take this goal kick long, and is able to win a header. Charioteers perhaps a bit unlucky to be trailing here. They've actually not started too poorly. Here's Fernandez. Into Jimenez. Going to work his speed out. With Souza. And that's poor from Souza, giving away to Eulogy Prestes. That's not what you want to see from the new man for the Charioteers. Too easy from Davis. An ocean of space for Saratobi to attack into, and Eichelman able to comfortably hold that one. Saratobi maybe taking the shot on too early there. Prestes fighting in there again and winning the ball again, and Scott Powers in some space here, and now Conrad has exposed Neumann defensively. Conrad's ball towards Saratobi. Oh, it should have been two. Yet to score a home goal here. New man Saratobi. It's a thumping header. Eichelman soundly beaten by that, but it flashes just wide of the near post. Thunderbirds have looked more convincing. Charioteers, a lot of possession in the attacking third, but not much to show for it. Thunderbirds quite the opposite. They've had limited trips, but they have made those trips count, as evidenced by the 1-0 scoreline as we hit the half-hour mark here. 15 minutes to play, 1-0 lead to the hosts. Gallagher drives inside. And it's back to Jimenez. Souza. Looking for a better decision-making this time. There's Kennedy. Concentrator, dinked off. Souza. Fernandez going to drive it. Good save from Gordon Ledenu. It's a fierce strike from Fernandez outside the box with the left foot. It's good contact here. It's on target. We need to see more of the Charioteers fans. Need to see more of. We have all to Fernandez, getting him chances. Ledenu doing what he does in the goal. Second corner of the match for the visitors here. Gallagher to take again. First delivery was disappointing. And the second one looks to be even worse. McCartney easily away. They've been trying to joust in there, and Stavropoulos just completely missed it. And it will be Thunderbirds' ball. Perkins, nice ball through the middle, searching for Saratobi. And now here goes McCartney on the overlap. Into the box with a full head of steam. McCartney cuts back. Saratobi have a drive here. He's got Perkins in behind as well. Powers. Saratobi saved by Eichelman. Trying to get a convincing grip on this game before the half. And nearly again, it's Saratobi making it happen. Eichelman just able to do enough to push behind. And the Thunderbirds make the use of this corner. The Charioteers have struggled to do so. So far, Fernandez heads it away as far as Anderson. Still with the Thunderbirds here on the edge of the area. Washington. It's Ludwig Warzowski. Perkins fighting and winning it. Has it back off of Stavropoulos. Here's Saratobi for Powers, and Eichelman is there. Roll it out to Joachim Neumann. Souza, that is just terrible. He has really struggled to settle into life at his new club. Far cry from the player he was at the Voyagers. Stavropoulos wins it back to save his blemishes. Here goes Kennedy. Much help, and now Neumann has it. Oh, that's a searching ball from Joachim Neumann. And that's trying to turn the corner on Anderson. Warzowski helping out. Hernandez, Souza, Kennedy. It's a better ball, and here's Fossen-Trader. Some movement around the area, but not really making inroads toward the goal. And the Charioteers, a minute to go in the half. Souza dinks out wide to Gallagher, trying to switch the point of the attack. And bullied off it by McCartney, too easy. And the Thunderbirds carry it away. Prestes, lovely ball. Conrad dumped off it by Kennedy. It's going to be a red card. And deservedly so, only a yellow. That should have been a red. It was a horrific challenge from Kennedy. I mean, he's nowhere near the ball. Oh, he gets kicked in the face, so maybe the referee taking some sympathy there for that. And Conrad. Well, Thunderbirds in the lead here. 1-0 lead. And the first booking of the match goes towards Thomas Kennedy for the Charioteers. Neumann has had a decent showing so far in his debut. Kennedy in there scrapping again. Here's the aforementioned Neumann. Fernandez. Clever little back heel there. Fossen-Trader trying to carry on. Fernandez returns it. Gallagher out wide. Last chance of the half for the Charioteers. El Hakimi. There's a Fossen-Trader. Trying to spin his man. Fernandez going to line one up and blocked by Washington. That should do it for the first half, and there is the whistle. A 1-0 lead. A goal to the good are the home side. Thunderbirds have the advantage at the break. We'll be right back after a quick pause in the National Soccer League Network. Powers with the goal at the half. Welcome back, National Soccer League fans. It's a tenuous, trepidatious advantage for the Thunderbirds. 1-0 lead at the break. And both teams have had their fair shares of chances, but the Thunderbirds making the most of fewer opportunities here. The sweetly struck chip from Isaac Powers, the difference between the two sides at the break. Strong tackle there from Xavier Washington. The referee says he got the ball cleanly. Now the Thunderbirds can break. They have looked threatening when they get forward with Saratobi. Charioteers scrambling to deal with it. McCartney out wide. Stavropoulos has been pulled out of position, though. Now here comes Isaac Powers around the back post, and Kennedy gets there first. Good defending from the veteran midfielder. Going to go down the line for Neumann, and that's overhead. He's not going to get there. Nicely done by Anderson. Kennedy's got to be careful. On a yellow card. Lunges in again there. Here goes Perkins. Saratobi surely to make it 2. What a save from Ian Eichelman. He's become a polarizing figure. Eichelman, second season with the Charioteers, and it's an incredible stop here, but again, some of the goals he does concede, question marks are raised. It's going to be a corner for the Thunderbirds here. First of the half. Saratobi with his 5th shot of the half for the game, pardon me. Swung, and that's a nice ball for Powers. El Hakimi had to be careful there. Nearly a handball. Still with the Thunderbirds. Powers has time to think about this one. Maybe too much time. Saratobi back to Powers, and Davis clears it away. Miz. Fossen-Trader looking for Gallagher. Fernandez trying to turn the corner. Over goes to El Hakimi, who's advancing. Has to cut it back. Has Gallagher in support. Oh, wiped out by McCartney. Have another yellow card here, and indeed we do. George McCartney is the man into the referee's book. 55 minutes played. A professional foul because Gallagher had beaten him. We have a substitution now as well. Good to do. Musa Cross on for McCartney, and Gallagher is off for Andrew Bowers. So a change from each team here. Manager opting to take McCartney off after the yellow card. Stavropoulos to take this free kick. Interesting choice. Not a bad ball, but Saratobi is there first and wins it. Davis to Stavropoulos. It's to Bowers on the field. He's trying to get a touch away, right away. Concentrator to Kennedy. A chance in here for the Charioteers, maybe. Or a half chance at least. Kennedy, let the shot go here. Souza. Nice ball. Boston Trader rolls it in! Charioteers draw level against the run of play here. And Boston Trader creeps closer to goal number 100. 2 goals in his last 2 games. You have to say, they have been pushing, and it's Souza who finds the pass. A brilliant ball, and then Boston Trader, vintage form there, rolls it in past his old opposite number, Groenlandenu beaten. And it's 1-1 here. Charioteers have a goal back. Just the response the visitors needed here. Boston Trader off the mark again. And we are level. Sets up a thrilling finale. 30 minutes to play here. We are level at 1-1 as we hit the hour mark in Forest Park Stadium. How do the Thunderbirds respond? They are pinned back by a goal late in the second half here. And they've still got time in front of the home crowd. This is a good start. Here goes Powers. Perkins trying to restore the advantage immediately. Blake Davis hacked down Perkins, and it's another yellow card for the Charioteers man. Raider wants a red here. Perkins was behind the last man, but I think there were other defenders you see there, Neumann. So yellow's the right call from the referee. A free kick in a dangerous position now for the home side. It's Perkins standing over it, and Conrad as well. Could that be a costly mistake from Blake Davis? It's a 4-man wall for the Charioteers, and the Thunderbirds sizing this one up from 25 yards out. Here is Conrad. Now joined by Musa Cross, too. Looks like it might be Conrad to hit this one, who scored a direct free kick from last season. Just 3 players to do so. And that one is saved by Eichmann. Powers gets back inside. Charioteers trying to play out from the back. Here's Marco Jimenez. Andy Bowers going to get rolling on the right side here. For Borzowski, it'll be a throw. It's a poor throw in from Andrew Bowers. And Thunderbirds can carry it away now. Saratobi. Prestes scored a late equalizer last week. Can he be the hero again here? Perkins running through the middle. Powers has him in support. Powers going to try it himself! What a finish! Beats Eichelman for the second time today from some range. And the questions have to be asked of the goalkeeper there. What a strike from Isaac Powers, though. Had better options ahead of him and didn't need them. Took it on himself from 20 yards. And again, Eichelman just wildly waving his arms around, nowhere near it. It's a pure strike from Powers, though. Look at this, knuckling, dipping. Look at that manly goal. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? I don't know. It's certainly not a goalkeeper because that one floats in over his head, and the Thunderbirds have the lead again here. Powers has given the 1-goal advantage for the second time today, and the home side are in the lead again. Charioteers have done well to fight back. Now they are pinned back again by a goal. Equalizer canceled out. What they have left in the tank here on the road, winless on the season, looking to become the first team to go 0-3 to start the season. And it has really been a tough time changing in the guard in the ASC South. The Thunderbirds have been restored atop their pedestal. Charioteers knocked off their perch, as it were. Of course, the Scouts certainly in the mix as well. Hakimi wins it with Bowers, who goes backwards. Fernandez. Boston Trader has Fernandez on the return. Couldn't spot him. Playing on through the foul. Here's Souza. Fernandez' touch was heavy and got away from him. That was a chance for the Charioteers and a real let-off. Fernandez has not been. It's going to be a tough call there from the referee on Bowers. A handball. We have a substitution cooked up now. for one or both of these sides. It's been a long passage of uninterrupted play. Let's see what the managers decide. See some players warming up there. Henry T. Wilkins for the Thunderbirds on the bench. We do have a change coming up now. Stephen Hummel coming on for Andreas Rader. Second straight appearance for him. All in the shootout against his own brother, James Hummel, this week for the Scouts. Thunderbirds looking to close this game out, shut up shop with 15 minutes to play here. Still in the lead, 2-1. Powers at the double on the day. Saratobi. There might be one last goal in it. Can the Thunderbirds seal the deal here with Saratobi creeping in behind? It's up for Powers for the hat trick, and there it is, right on cue. Williams been scoreless through the first 3 weeks, and in week 3 he delivers the goods with a hat trick. Isaac Powers puts a pin in it, and the Thunderbirds are going to get all 3 points here. The Charioteers with a third straight loss for the first time in their history to open a season, and it's just shocking defending once again. Their undoing. Stavropoulos, captain on captain here, and just doesn't want it. I mean, just completely shying away from the cross here. It's a good ball from Saratobi, but it should be a simple enough clearance from the veteran defender, and he just does absolutely nothing with it. And that will do it. Thunderbirds in control here, and no way back. No chance for the Charioteers as it stands. Beaten again. And the woes continue, and you have to wonder the tenure of Alexander Fostentrader, the Charioteers boss. Is he on borrowed time here? Lovely ball there from Fernandez, but an awful touch by Kennedy. Another let-off. The Charioteers have just been so wasteful in front of goal today. Their chances, Thunderbirds, anything but, have been incredible. Here goes Jimenez. Another big touch there. Going to try it himself, and saved by Groenlandenu. That's got to be a slack right there, folks. There's no two ways about it. And the game is still going on here. No worries. Players falling down all over the field. Concentrator battle with Wrzowski, and that about sums it up for the Charioteers this season so far. Thunderbirds looking to add insult to injury here. Musa Cross, the exciting sophomore speedster on the wing here. Perkins, hat-trick in week 1. He's been quiet since Powers has the hat-trick today, and he's on for a 4th. Blocked by Achim Neumann. Been able to save it. Has done well in that regard. Something the Charioteers have struggled to do, winning aerial duels in the midfield off of goal kicks, or punts rather. 5 minutes from time here. It was an interesting game, but Thunderbirds, the better team, have pulled away as the game wore on. Powers looking for the one of Marco Jimenez on a bad ball. Cuts it back. Too many touches from Jimenez, but he's just going to let that run out for a goal kick. I mean, how odd is that? What about shows you the level of commitment or the lack thereof? I mean, that ball was there to be kept in play. Fostentrader just watches it roll out of bounds for a free goal kick. Fernandez's day is done. Another blank for him. 0 for 3 on the season. AJ Cassidy comes in. Only 3 minutes to play here. Nothing really to be done. No matter who they bring on, the Charioteers just have not wanted the ball. They just haven't really been fighting. It's concerning for a team that was 2-time champions less than 3 years ago. Fall-off needs to be studied. There's Cassidy. That's a poor ball. Just nothing doing there. Foster fighting tooth and nail for it. She's been able to hold on through the foul. And we roll into our stoppage time now. Just 5 minutes of added time. 3-1 scoreline here. Here come the Thunderbirds looking to make it embarrassing. Souza is in there. Achim Neumann. Interesting debut. Not really what you could expect from a player at left back as far as a contribution. That's poor. Neumann picks up the pieces. Good running from Achim Neumann. This is a flash of what he can bring to the table. Swung in. That's Groenlandenu to clear away. It's going to be a foul on the Charioteers there, and that should just about be that. Groenlandenu to send this one long. Perkins did well. Prestes has it. Thunderbirds are continuing their hot start, and they will make it 3 wins in 3 on their request for revenge to try to get back to the Soccer Bowl after last year's defeats. Toronto's with the block, and that should do it. And there is the full-time whistle from the referee. The Charioteers beaten for a 3rd straight game, and the Thunderbirds make it look easy in front of the home crowd. Isaac Powers, the man of the match, with a hat trick and 3 goals, en route to a 3-1 victory in your match of the day here to conclude our coverage of the National Soccer League Network on this lovely Friday night in Forest Park Stadium. We'll leave you with the full match highlights and details from this game. We'll be back tomorrow with a slew of 6 matches for you as we continue our coverage in the National Soccer League.